Hello YouTube, it's Sean from the Pompey Games Room here, back with another pickup video. So, man, it feels like a long time since I've done a pickup video. In fact, I believe I recorded my last video just after my wife's birthday. So, sort of around mid-January, I probably recorded that video. God, it feels like an absolute age ago since I've actually sort of done a video like this. So this video is a pickup video, and I have bought a few items, but obviously due to the coronavirus stuff, it's been a bit sort of less, pickup orientated. But there was some items that I actually found when I went up into the loft to try and find my LMA Manager game, which I used for my LMA Manager series that I've been recording. Little side note on that, my Elgato seems to be playing up at the moment, and it's only actually recording black and white footage. So they might be holding up slightly at the moment. I'm not too sure as to when I'm going to be able to sort that out. It might actually be broken. Sorry, I'm trying to grab it here. So I've actually been recording a video series on LMA Manager 2005. I've got 3 episodes so far. It's been really enjoyable doing, but you might have to wait a little longer for some more episodes because I think my Elgato is no longer long to this world. I think it's on the way out. So, but we'll see. It will be back. I'm just not saying when, but I've really enjoyed doing those videos. So yeah. Anyway, hope you're all well. I've had a haircut since the first time since February, so it's probably the longest time I've gone without a haircut since I was in school. So it's a lot cooler now behind the ears when you walk in, which is nice. In fact, a week ago today, I recorded my second instalment of Top Trumps with Rob, my mate Rob, and my hair was hideous in that video. I just couldn't do anything with it. In fact, I looked very much, any Friends fans out there, I looked very much like the Chandler, the young Chandler character when they do the Reminiscence episodes where Rachel's got her old nose, Ross has got his afro and the beard, mustache, and Monica's really fat. I'll put a picture in here if you don't know what I'm talking about, but you'll see what I mean when I upload the video. I've actually edited all that together now and it's ready to upload, but man, my hair looks just absolutely awful. So so I've actually recorded this video a week after I did that Top Trumps episode, so you'll see that and you'll understand. The next thing is that I'm now going to be installing jump cuts in my videos. Now, I know I really like long videos and I talk a lot. I'm a talker, is what they say. So I go into a lot of detail over things when I hold up pickups, very simple pickups, but I'll still sort of have a story or something like that as to why I picked it up or something, and I'm still talking now. So I'm going to be using jump cuts in my videos. If you really like watching my content, which I really appreciate, and you watch the whole thing through, well done. They're long videos, but if not, I totally understand. If you just want to scan to the other pickups, I always say what sort of systems I've picked up for in the video description, so just have a look in the description down below and fast forward to the system you like, and I will say goodbye now to those of you that are going to do that. Otherwise, if you're going to stick around, great stuff, let's get going. So let's start off with the first generation console pickups in the fact that they were actually donated to me. Well, not me, they're my wife's games, but they were given back to her from her parents, a big bag of stuff, probably towards the tail end of last year, around about the time my parents moved to their flat and they downsized a lot of their stuff. So I can only presume this bag got thrown in with all that stuff and put up in the attic, because we were actually looking after a few bits and bobs for my parents, so that's up in the attic at the moment. So, and when I was looking for this, because I knew I owned this game in order to do my gameplay sort of career playthrough, we found this massive bag of stuff, and it's got all my wife's old PS1 games, PS2, even some PlayStation 3 games. So PlayStation 3 was obviously my system, but we still got games for it and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to start off, and I've played a few of these games. There's a few I've never even heard of. So actually, there's only one I've not heard of, but one that I thought I had. In fact, I have got it. I'm positive I've got it. It's just not stored where I believe it was, but we'll touch on that game very, very soon. And the first game that we're going to look at is Porsche Challenge. Porsche Challenge there for the PlayStation. The original, one of the old style boxes, so obviously not the clear box. I think these were really early releases for the PlayStation. I'm not really up on the codes on the side there, but it's a 409, so I don't know whether that's game 409, but I don't know. I'm actually recording this backwards as well because I'm using the front-facing camera, so it's a bit weird seeing these games all backwards, but they won't be backwards anyway. So anyway, sorry about that jump cut there. I was hideously interrupted by my wife as I was going for a Porsche game. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. You'll see a jump cut. But anyway, let's get back to it. She's back again. She's back again.
I was just going to say, watch my Boxster.
I've already made a Friends reference in this episode, by the way.
That's not Friends reference. That's the game reference.
The game reference?
Yeah, because they say, watch my Boxster.
I did not know that. Apparently,
Maybe.
watch my Boxster. So
Maybe you should play it.
maybe I should. I just said I didn't play it. So, hideously interrupted there. I'm sure that'll happen again down the line anyway, because we've got a load of Tomb Raider games in a minute, so they're the best. Anyway, so, for those of you guys that didn't quite catch that, watch my Boxster Porsche Challenge. Never played it, but it looks pretty good. I'm quite into the Gran Turismo games. I'm holding it up again for no apparent reason. I've already done it. So, anyway, first game is Porsche Challenge. I thought that was a Friends reference from Watch My Porsche. Anyway, so the next one, the next game is a game called Cardinal Sin. Never ever heard of it. It looks like a beat 'em up on the back. Let's have a look. It doesn't really say, but all I know is that it's an 18. So
Just a side note, I don't think I've actually played that game.
you never played this one. Do you just want to film this episode with me?
Just a fun.
Okay, alright. I'll see you again in about 2 minutes, alright? Okay. So, all I know is it's an 18. Don't really know many 18 games on the PlayStation. But anyway, so Cardinal Sin looks quite a decent beat 'em up actually, so I might have to try that. I believe this one is, no, it does have its manual as the front sleeve falls out. It's all in pretty good nick. Never even heard this game, like I said, so I might give this one a go. Disc looks like it's never even been played, so I'll give that one a go for sure. There's a memory card advert on the back, so always good to look at that. The next one, we'll probably get an interruption now because this is one of my wife's favourite game series. I know she played this a lot, and that is Tony Hawk's Skateboarding. Never really got into the Tony Hawk's games. Not to say that they're not brilliant games. In fact, I can hear the door going again, so we may as well make it 3 interruptions. What did you want to say about this cracking title?
Oh, it's great. I spent a lot of time playing that game.
You spent, what was your favourite thing about this game?
I don't know, you could just mindlessly skate around and...
You know what? No, come on, we're recording. Come pull a chair up. Come on. And through the magic of video editing, here she is. So, the constant interruption through the door. So, the next game, okay, so we're going to look at Tony Hawk's. One of Sam's favourite games. In fact, there's a further one coming up down the line. So, what did you like about this game? Although the soundtracks are really good on these games.
The soundtrack's really good.
They were really cool.
And you could just mindlessly skate around and...
There used to be a track listing, I seem to recall. But anyway.
But it was really good.
Yeah, really cool. And
you didn't have to really think about them,
just skate around.
randomly press buttons and that stuff.
Skateboard. Yeah, that's good.
And it's something I couldn't physically do, so it sort of transports you, doesn't it?
Or did you ever try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently she can't do it. So anyway, next game is a classic, one that I'd only actually ever played when it first came out on the Sega Saturn. And that is Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider, the big
really
box
small,
one.
by the way. I'm
So
just sat behind you.
really far away. It's that Father Ted reference. So yeah, this is the double box version. You know.
Coincidentally, exhibiting the.
Actually, yeah, it's not a bad show actually, is it?
That was a coincidence. That wasn't intended for the photo.
Yeah. We didn't know we were going to, well, hence the interruptions. So, yep, so the first Tomb Raider, absolute classic, really atmospheric game whenever I played this. And it always, whenever I watch gameplays on this, I always want to play it, but I'm so bad at it.
It's a really good game.
Yeah.
I mean, they all are. They just, again, they just transform you to
Really well.
yeah, really good fun. Hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay. With my dad, we've played through all of the PS1 Tomb Raider games I've got there.
As you're going to see in a minute.
And
So.
the PS2 games, my dad and I played through them all, so they were... He was really good at all the puzzles and all you know, smart stuff, and I was just good at like run, jump, grabs, and all that sort of thing. So we worked well as a team.
And I was good at none of that because I never even played them really. So, but that's something I will put right. Because to be honest, if I'm really bad at it, we can have a copy of this each because there's 2 of these, and it's Tomb Raider 2. So we'll just look at one because once you've seen one, you're going to see both. So
I'm not sure why we've got multiples of them.
we think it might have been a car boot, or it could be because Cool Borders 3's in one. So that could be why. So Cool Borders 3, do you remember picking that up? Okay, well, we got Cool Borders 3. I bet there isn't even a copy of Tomb Raider 2 after all this. So. Oh no, we're good. So we got Tomb. So what? I can't guess what's in this one, but this one's Tomb Raider 2. So this one was a pre-owned one. Again, it's fully boxed, really good condition. The artwork's really cool in these as well.
Yeah, really cool.
I mean, really cool. So Tomb Raider 2. What was the difference between the first and the second one? Was it set in the same area? Because they look pretty similar from the screenshots.
They always had different storylines that sort of, I think they followed on. I think like Chronicles was like going back and on, you know, that sort of thing. But they all had their own settings. You went to these exotic places every time and had to defeat all manner of different villains and baddies and creatures.
I always remember that was it the lions or the polar bears in one of them when they were like around the bottom on the first level.
Oh, I think that was probably the first one. I seem to recall, and there were wolves and there were
wolves. That was it. Sorry, polar bears.
Lions.
Jesus,
all
yeah.
sorts of things.
Not saying it's about Jesus, by the way, just the polar bears. So anyway, the next one is Cool Borders 3 in a rare Lara Croft Tomb Raider 2 case. So
I wasn't very good at looking after my discs.
I don't know, they're all in there so far. So next one is, what comes first? Is it this one or this one?
I think it's 3, and then I think it's Chronicles.
You've got 2 of the 3s as well. So we've also got 2 number 3s. So let's have a look. I bet, do you think that they're both Tomb Raider 3s on there?
I doubt not.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
that's pre-owned as well. Where's that from?
That's pretty. That looks like a Game Station sticker.
They usually came from car boots.
Well, that says Tomb Raider 3 PS. So this one was definitely the one that you got from. So yeah, this one's fully boxed again, really good condition. So yeah, well, if you got them from car boots, you got really lucky with these. I mean, that's like barely a mark on that. So Tomb Raider 3, again, much difference in that.
I think they usually advanced with. The thing I remember most distinctly was being able to go in the house. I can't remember which one it was, but
That one that saw you in the house. There's some screenshots of number 2.
well, it was like I think that might have been.
You look at your copy, I look at mine.
Okay.
So
and there was one with killer whales, and obviously they're my favourite animals in the whole wide world, so that was a big excitement for me.
Tomb Raider 3. Yep, you do have 2 copies of Tomb Raider 3. So that's both of them. Although this case is broken. So.
But the really good thing about Tomb Raider, it was a really good mix of shooting and getting away from villains, and also the puzzle element of it, and there were lots of different elements to the games that were really enjoyable as well.
You had a bit of a long wait though between number 2 and number 3. This was released in '97, and Tomb Raider 3 was released in 2000. So, yeah, obviously I made you wait for that. So this actually made my pile look a lot smaller because I didn't realise it was going to be so. I didn't realise there were so many duplicates. So anyway, we've got some really good games so far, obviously, which is going to be good. It's going to flesh out the PlayStation 1 collection. So next one is Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. So was this the last one? I don't know.
I can't remember, to be honest.
Again, fully boxed and discs in a little bit. That would still work. That's fine. So yeah, Last Revelation. Any memories of that? Screenshots invoke any memories there? Summary's brilliant on this one. That's great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it does. I would love to get into these games.
To be honest, I think it was the Chronicles that wasn't. I can't remember if it was the one. Chronicles might have been the one where you're like young Lara, and that's where it got a bit silly. But an Anniversary perhaps, I can't remember.
Yeah, we'll get to those.
It didn't matter. I've always been such a big fan of the franchise that it's that type of game you've probably got the same where you play it regardless.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if they're not that good, but I can't even remember.
Yeah, well, I mean, these are all like amazing to actually have. So
Yeah.
we've pretty much out of that. We've got a whole.
Maybe one day we'll have to play them.
Yeah, definitely do that. So we've got all of them. So that's really good because I don't own any of the Lara Croft games. So yeah, really happy with those. So we finally got those in. So excellent.
That might be done.
You're picked up. Okay, so she's gone. We're done with the Tomb Raiders, or are we? We'll see. So, we're now going to move on to PlayStation 1 still. We're still on PlayStation 1, believe it or not. And it's another game that Sam played. In fact, I'm surprised Sam didn't stick around for this one because it's Crash Team Racing. So Sam and I did a head-to-head on Crash Team Racing during the lockdown. The video's really grainy watching it back. I think that was, like I said at the beginning when I was talking about this, that my Elgato is actually dying. I think this game might have potentially finished it off. I don't know why. But anyway, I can't, like I said, I can't really get a good picture out of my Elgato now, so I think I've got to update it. But for some reason, this copy of Crash Team Racing in the Platinum also has a PlayStation in it. So PlayStation and a PlayStation Platinum manual. So pretty good there, because I seem to recall, and Croc Legends are the Gobbos in it. So that is in there because that was in the PlayStation 1, because I tried it in one of my last pickup videos. That is now in the console. So Crash Team Racing is still in the PlayStation 1 from when we recorded our lockdown Let's Play, which was good fun actually. So like I said, like Sam said actually, we'll try and do a Tomb Raider version of a Let's Play, because I'm rubbish at Tomb Raiders. But Crash Team Racing, like I said in the review, so I don't know where I'm supposed to be sitting here. Really, really great little game this. I never played it until we'd actually, well, I had played it, only fleetingly though. I was very much a Mario Kart guy growing up, things like that. Really, really enjoyed that. And this was probably the first real time that I'd played it sort of in that Let's Play. So yeah, really, really enjoyed playing this game. A lot of variety, some really, really cool courses. I keep looking over here at the record button, but it's actually there for the microphone and the camera. Yeah, so Crash Team Racing, a classic on the system, I believe. Crash Bandicoot games themselves are some of the best-selling games on the PlayStation, so really, really happy to have that in. Next game is another title that Sam played a lot with her dad, solving puzzles and things like that. Didn't we all, I suppose, back in when this was a current game. This was an absolute brilliant game, and it's one I'm surprised that I don't own already actually, so I'm going to have to try and seek the manual out, and that is Abe's Exodus. In fact, I do own it because I remember doing some stuff in my Top Trumps video with Rob and actually got some gameplay off of it, so I must just put it around the house somewhere. That'll turn up somewhere down the line. But yep, this one is Sam's copy, and it's got both discs, but it's got no manual. But I do recall seeing the manual at our house in one of the drawers where a lot of the DVDs are kept. So I think I will have to have a look next time we're up there, and obviously lockdown's over, so I'm gonna have a look around. But Abe's Exodus, one of my favourite sort of games on the PlayStation. Everyone's played it, but it's like a platformer with puzzle elements in it. Yeah, I've got to solve a lot of problems in it and bits like that. So, absolutely love that game. Absolutely love it. So, the next ones we'll move on to are PlayStation 2. So, let's go on to here. So, we'll start off with LMA Manager. This was my original copy that I bought brand new. And it's also got Champ Manager in there and a memory card. So, Champ Manager is the PC version that I obviously played, but that was actually out and about in my office, so I just threw it in there because LMA Manager's in the PlayStation 2 out there. So great management game. Alan Hansen and Gary Lineker at the bottom there do all the commentaries and stuff. Brilliant game series, LMA. I've spoken about it 5 or 6 times with the stadium development side that you can do on these. Yeah, just a brilliant game, really, really absorbing game, lots to do, and also you could use your iToy. You could put yourself in the game with your iToy if you wanted. So never done that though. Never owned an iToy actually. So next game, let's go to. I'm going to put some games that I've got a lot of memories of. Let's put those here. Let's get these in order. So, okay, next one we're going to go for is Lara Croft Anniversary. Lara Croft Anniversary. I don't know what. I mean, the graphics on this look absolutely brilliant compared to the PlayStation version. The original PlayStations. Let's just go back to Chronicles, because apart from, I mean, the screenshots on that, put them here actually, you'll see, you know, the difference in the gameplay, the actual graphics on this was night and day. So, yeah, Tomb Raider Anniversary, when Lara Croft is hired to retrieve a mystical object. So, this looks like it just might be a remastered version, I want to say, of maybe the first ones. But yeah. Feels quite light, and it is light because the game's not in there. But again, it's probably in that drawer at Sam's parents' house, so we'll see if we can find that. So I got a case for it anyway. So right, I've got to move these around because otherwise they're going to fall over, and that wouldn't be great for the video. Just pick them all up and then smash all the cases, so that'd be great. Next one is another Tony Hawk game, and that is Tony Hawk Underground 2. I do know about this one. I remember playing this one quite a lot because I had a demo disc of it. And yeah, pretty decent game. I seem to recall was at college when this came out. So I'm looking for 2003, 2004. So this was licensed 2004, around the height of Jackass and things like that. So I think you got, is it Bam Margera there? Yeah, really good game though. Even I enjoyed playing this one. I played this with my friend Marcus when I was at college, when we were supposed to be at college. We'd either be playing GameCube, Soul Calibur, or Mario Kart Double Dash, or we'd be playing this at his flat. So yeah, absolutely love this game. The soundtrack on this again is absolutely insane. Some brilliant tracks on here. I just wish it had, I mean, I can't remember them off the top of my head. I know if I hear them, I'll know them, but I thought there'd be a track listing. In fact, I seem to recall they released an album with this. Here we go. There's a track listing here. There is so many. It's not even worth it. But right at the back of the manual, just go for it. There's like pages of these songs. You know, absolute pages. But anyway, trust me, brilliant game, great graphics, played really well as well. In fact, I think I've still even got a save of that on my LMA Manager memory card that I saw. So next one is Crash Nitro Karts. I believe my wife played this with her dad again. I believe that they enjoyed Crash Team Racing a lot more than Crash Nitro Karts. But yeah, this is a modern day remaster, should we say. It was 2005, would it have been? 2003 this was released. This is complete. I don't think we've even given this a go, but the disc is pretty scratched. You can't really see it. Yeah, you can just about see it there. Pretty scratched. I'm not even too sure. PS2 seems to be pretty temperamental on the on playing scratched games. So yeah, I don't know whether that will work very well. One thing I did see was in this Tony Hawk's game was at the back. Obviously, you've got your Activision pamphlet, but you've also got this PlayStation Activision Summer 2004. So we'll quickly have a look through that. What's coming out? So it's Shrek there. Funny enough, daughter and I and Sam just watched that earlier today. Star Wars Battlefront. And we've got Call of Duty Finest Hour. We have got X-Men Legends and Shark Tale. I do love these little pamphlets they put in. So we've got True Crime, Streets of LA, and Spider-Man 2. The Spider-Man game was absolutely brilliant. I remember playing that. In fact, I'm surprised we haven't got that in this because I know Sam owned that. So maybe that'll turn up in a future episode. We'll see. And Shrek 2. And obviously Tony Hawk's, which is what the game came with. So what the pamphlet came with in regards to the game. So put that away. Done Crash Nitro Karts. So the next one, I remember buying this from Woolworths in Alton, which is obviously no longer there. I remember buying this on the day it came out. So this is our original copy. And it's got everything in it apart from the disc, but I know where the disc is. It's in that little PlayStation disc holder upstairs, which I've covered on previous episodes. That is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Sam and I were talking about one of our favourite GTA games because I'm currently playing a game on the Xbox One, and I'll go about that in a minute, what I'm playing. But we both decided this one is actually one of our favourite GTA games. So San Andreas, just so engaging. The step up on this GTA as opposed to the ones on the PlayStation 1 was just insane. I absolutely loved this. I was also playing on, is it Liberty City Stories? I think I was playing on that on the PSP at the time, and I can't remember if Liberty City, I think Liberty City was the one before this. I've gone totally dead on the actual order of the GTA games, but this one is this one's around Los Santos, and it's got all the maps and everything. So on the back here's another one. Los Santos there at the top, which you can see. We've got a poster with it, which I believe was a giveaway if you pre-ordered the game. So I'll just get that out for you. Big umbrella. And there's another map on this one as well. But this one, pretty cool poster there. And we had the local business guide, because obviously you need a local business guide around San Andreas. So it would have the radio stations in here and things like that, and places you could go because you could send emails and stuff on this. You've got the body shop areas where you could get your cars pimped and stuff like that. So jewellery collection, cameras, shotgun developers, sport facilities, pool, and then obviously, you know, you've got the tracks that were out at the time. So yeah, really, I mean, Rockstar did such a great job with these games, didn't they? They absolutely hit the nail on the head for catching people's, actually sort of getting people's interest into hooking them into a game series. I mean, here we are now that people are still sort of talking about the classic GTA games. I picked up GTA London in my last pickup video that I was talking about earlier. And I've played that quite a lot. I absolutely love that game. And here we are now, sort of 2020, and there's rumours of the new one coming out for the PS5 and stuff like that. We're still going. Absolutely crazy, but what a strong game series. Absolutely love this. So, San Andreas do have the game. Like I said, it's in my little black CD wallet upstairs, the PlayStation one, which I showed on a few episodes. So, right, this game is really important to me. And it's actually not my... So I'll show you what it is. Quite a boring game, but anyway, there's a lot of story behind it. And that is NHL 2002 with Mario Lemieux on the front. So why is this game so important to me? So I'll tell you why. I took my year out in Canada in 2002-3, I think it was. Yeah, it would have been, because this was a current game. So anyway, I took my year out in 2002 to 2003 in Canada. I spent a lot of time in Ottawa, became a massive ice hockey fan after actually really enjoying ice hockey anyway. So yeah, the day I came back from Canada, I went and got my pictures developed, because that's what you had to do back then, so from the trip. And I thought, I've got to go get an ice hockey game. So the one that was out was this, and I bought this brand new in HMV in Portsmouth. Absolutely loved this game. So this is my actual copy, and I played this game to death, and I mean to death. There's screenshots on the back. I absolutely loved this game with a passion. So the reason this game is so important to me, because like I said, I had my year out in 2002 to 2003, and Sam and I got together in 2003. So I was due to go to Canada. I was all signed up to go to university in Ottawa, so I was going to emigrate in essence. And I sold off my PlayStation collection because obviously, you know, the PAL games wouldn't work over there, so I was going to rebuy them over there. So I actually gave this to Sam, because at the time we were really good friends, you know, just friends, not a couple or anything. And now we're married, we've got a daughter, and it's just crazy how quickly time flies, isn't it? But I actually kept this and gave it to Sam, because one of our favourite places is Bath. We love going there. And I wrote Sam a little note in the back, because one of the screens on this is actually, I thought they'd be on the back, but they have little cuts for the cities. And Ottawa had a screenshot that was just like the basin in Bath, looking up at where Garfunkel's used to be. I'll put a picture in here. Yeah, it always reminded me of Bath, so I wanted Sam to have this game, because this is my favourite game that I was playing at the time. And yeah, it always reminds me of my year out. So anyway, long story short, I obviously stayed in the UK. Sam and I got together. I decided to not go to university, so I went different routes, become qualified, and I'm now fully qualified and happy I stayed here. Best thing I ever did. So it's the original game, for some reason didn't work when I put it in. So it's there's no sort of signs that it's not working. There's no massive gouges or scratches on it. I mean, there's obvious wear on it, but so I rebought a disc on eBay, and that turned up and that worked fine. So this one, my original disc sits in here, and the other disc sits in its dish tray. So turn Mario out the right way. So why did I love this NHL game? let's probably quickly touch on that rather than the history. So this game was brilliant because the commentary was really funny. Who did the commentary? Let's try and find out the names of these guys. But they were really, really good together. Very, very funny commentators. Really, really good one-liners. I'm trying to find out who does it, but typical, can't find it now. Anyway, I can't find out who does the commentary. If I do find out, I'll put it in a screenshot below. But also, it had one of my favourite bands as well in Sum 41. Sum 41 had a lot of music on this game. Well, a lot of music. They had one actually, yeah, you could collect hockey cards in this as well to get a full set of those, which meant you would unlock achievements and things in this game. But it was also one of the last games that they did in this style, in that it was a bit cartoony. This game was released right at the beginning of the PlayStation 2. I think this might have been the second version of the game that they released on the PlayStation 2. And the subsequent versions got much better. So obviously, step up the animations, the real face scans and everything like that. They got a lot better. So this was the last game that was sort of played in the old sort of cartoony format, I would call it. I have covered a last version, not last version, but Fox Sports NHL Championship. I absolutely loved this game as well, but I will do a gameplay on this one day, so keep an eye out for that. And you'll see what I mean by the next one, because being such a big ice hockey fan, I then pre-ordered NHL 2003, which had Jerome McGinley on the front, and NHL 2003 was just as good, but I still went back and played this one. So, and the next one I got was NHL 2004. This is my original copy, as you can see there in a sale from GameStation, I believe that is the sticker for GameStation. I'm pretty sure that is, doesn't say, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's GameStation. So it was for £20. I bought this one brand new, even though it says pre-owned. No, this was pre-owned. I bought NHL 2003 brand new. I just said I pre-ordered that. So this is what I mean. Obviously, that's the screenshots. You've seen this so many times, I've already shown it. But that is the screenshots for 2004. So on my left here. Totally different. As you can see, the animations are different. Real face scans and stuff. What's there to say about NHL 2004? It just got to the point where these games were just becoming better and better, and obviously they were starting to outgrow the system, and then you're waiting for the PS3 to come out. So yeah, really, really happy with NHL 2004 with Danny Heatley on the front, who went on to play for the Ottawa Senators as well. Didn't stay very long, but yeah. So anyway, I love those games. I can't wait to play this again. I've held this up so many times, had so much airtime doing this video. Love it. So that is all the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 stuff. So we're going to move to some PlayStation 3. And if you don't know Tomb Raider, it's going to be very boring. But the next one is Tomb Raider Underworld. So I still have my PlayStation 3. It's up in the loft. It's currently broken. I need to get it fixed. The fan went, and then I got the lights of doom or whatever it is. But it's all still up there. One day I'll get it fixed. We'll sort it out. But this is fully boxed. Never really played on... I bought these for Sam. So Sam would have played these. I had no idea about the Tomb Raider. Obviously, I've got to start right at the beginning with the Tomb Raider series. But yeah, this has got an 89% rating from Games Master. So I assume it's pretty decent. The graphics look really decent, actually. So PS3 is a console I really want to get back into sort of trying to collect. So we'll give that a go down the line. The next one is probably in the PlayStation 3. No, it's not. It's and there's a pack of cards because I got the collector's edition for Sam. I pre-ordered it, and that's Tomb Raider. So this is basically when they restarted the series again with the newer character design. And in fact, bear with me, I'll just get the cards and I'll show you those as well. So in fact, I think the cards came with this one. So I'm pretty sure it looks like a similar style, but they came in a big box and they came with some cards. But all the cards have obviously a colour to them with all these. And it's just by chance they've been there actually since the game was opened, but you've got them all here. So yeah, I mean, I don't even play cards, so I don't have a clue about any of these. So, but yeah, pretty decent actually. Good little set. There was some other stuff it came with. I think it came with a soundtrack as well, I want to say. Can't quite remember. So long ago. I mean, God knows when I bought a PS3 game. trying to remember one of the last PS3 games I've got. It's probably one of the GTA games. So you could say it's the collector's version. It is a collector's version. I just haven't got the actual half the stuff with it. So that's the PlayStation stuff, guys. And something I never thought I'd say on my channel. Here's the Xbox pickups. So Xbox, who would have thought it? Now, the reason obviously I've recorded this video before putting up my episode with Rob, like I said, the gaming top trumps right at the beginning, is because I'm showing a game here that I talk about obviously during my next the video, possibly, I don't know, don't spoil that obviously, but the game isn't in there, so it's a good idea. So anyway, the first one I want to do is an Xbox 360 game, but it was actually a title I picked up on the PlayStation 3, and I got this because obviously I'm trying out the Xbox. I'm loving it, by the way. I'm going to really go into that in a minute. But that is Medal of Honor Airborne. Now, I really love this Medal of Honor game, and apparently it's not one of the best out there, but I absolutely love this game. So obviously it centres around obviously parachuting into war zones and everything like that. I found it really, really absorbing. Absolutely love this game. The game, like I said, is actually in the Xbox at the moment, but it's in absolutely amazing condition. It should be because it was brand new. So if I've been buying any games during the lockdown, they've been brand new and sealed, because obviously I can just unwrap it and it's all sealed and all safe. So I picked this up, absolutely loved it. So atmospheric, going back to playing this game again after the PlayStation 3. Really, really enjoyed it, and I'm really, really looking forward to actually getting really into this. I've only probably put in about 2 hours, an hour and a half here and there, just playing it, but really, really gotten straight back into it. Rob's also given me a lot of games to play on the Xbox, and also the not given me, but given me ideas of games to play on the Xbox for the Medal of Honor series. I absolutely love the Medal of Honor series, one of my favourites, along with the Rainbow Six games. So yeah, really, really happy to have that, and a first Xbox pickup as well. Absolutely crazy. So next one is an Xbox One pickup, and it's a game that was inspired by my business partner's son, Theo. I played this game, well, I want to say I played it with him, but I actually played the next version of the game, not this one. So yeah, it's a bit odd, this one, because I picked it up thinking it was going to be like a single player campaign and stuff, but it's really difficult because I don't think you can. And that is Star Wars Battlefront, the first one. And it's, yeah, I mean, it's one of those games that seems to be, well, I don't know if there is, it's fully boxed there, as you can see. I think it's just online. There are little quests you can do, like you have to protect a base and stuff, but I don't really do online gaming, so it doesn't really interest me that much. The one that Theo played had an actual campaign, and you could play, obviously, you know, just through the game. I mean, it just looks amazing. Look at that. I know you can pick this up on PS4, and I got a PS4, but for some reason I just never really got round to it. And now, obviously, with a new console, I'd rather play games that I want to play and test, and just test the console to its capabilities. But so I will be seeking out Star Wars Battlefront 2. Both reviewed really, really well, but obviously if you're playing online, they're going to be reviewed well, because if you're playing these online, then you're really into online gaming. But it's never really appealed to me. It might be something down the line that is that I do, but I don't know. Anyway, so that is the last physical copies that I've got of games. The next one that I'm going to say is, yeah, I'm just going to sort of tie it in here with the Xbox. I'm absolutely loving it. I've got to admit, it's so quiet. My PlayStation 4 is just, it just booms the sound out. The fan is constantly going on my PlayStation 4. Whether that means it's possibly on its way out, I don't know, because my PlayStation 3 did the same thing. But yeah, the PlayStation 4 compared to the Xbox One is just night and day in sound quality. I mean, it's just totally different. You know, you can leave that on and just actually play the game and not have a constant in the background. Controller, I've really gotten used to the controller. I will admit it was difficult trying to get used to the button configuration where things were. Obviously they're the same spacing for the 4 buttons on the right hand side, but they're all different. So A, X and Y and B, I want to say. I'll be amazed if I got that right. But I will say the controller's really good. I'm really, really enjoying the controller. Obviously the main thing for the game, but it's I've signed up to the Game Pass as well. Really enjoying that. I've downloaded 2 games, and those 2 games are Sea of Thieves, which I'm still to play, which Dale had recommended me. So if you haven't watched the video before this, in the episode that I was given a pickups donation that I was given by Dale. Do go back and check it, because I was given an Xbox One X for some drawing work that I did. Totally unprompted, and obviously I really sort of, I was doing the stuff for free for Dale, but the fact he wanted to give me that was massive. You know, I can't thank him enough, because I've absolutely loved playing the Xbox. He's on Mixer at the moment, which is where it ties into Sea of Thieves. I've watched him and Al, his co-streamer. They've played that an awful lot, and I've really enjoyed watching that on Mixer. So I downloaded that straight away, but it hasn't even got a look in, because I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I've got to admit, I am absolutely loving that game. In fact, it pains me now that the time of night it is filming this episode, I'm not going to actually be able to play it in a minute. But anyway, wow, what is not to like about that game? I was touching on it earlier with the GTA games that Rockstar developed, who, you know, Red Dead has been developed by Rockstar. What a game series. It's absolutely incredible. Now, when I downloaded it on the Game Pass, I thought it was going to be Red Dead Redemption 1, but I think I got a bit excited and just downloaded it straight away to play it. And when it obviously downloaded, it was Red Dead Redemption 2. So I don't usually jump in on the second version of a game, but I was so like desperate to play this game series because I love GTA. And wow, I absolutely love it. So I'm about 53% through at the moment, really enjoying it. I will admit it was a little bit tedious at the beginning, having to take a horse everywhere because it just took so long to get to places. But once you start mugging people along the way and helping people every now and again and doing things like that, you know, you just mix it up. And my personal favourite at the moment is finding bounty hunters that are looking for me and trying to take them out. Found it really difficult at the beginning because obviously they don't have many weapons, but as you get more powerful, more money, you can buy better weapons on the game, and it's great fun now. So you scoot around the corner, wait for them to come around and pick them off one by one with a shotgun or something. It's great fun. Absolutely love it. So I've just done a mission with Sadie Adler, I think it's Sadie Adler, for revenge for her husband's killing, where you go to almost like a farm, and you have to take out a load of people there. And I've got to admit, after 50% on that game complete, it gets really difficult. The actual sort of skill that goes up, you've got to be sort of really on it, really sort of taking in the first 50% of the game as to what you can and can't do. Limitations as well. Obviously, riding on a horse is really difficult to shoot people because of the lock-on, but if you're standing there and you've got a good gun selection without the horse, it's relatively simple to pick people off. So I just did that one, and again, I was just about to leave after looting everyone, and then a load of bounty hunters turned up, so I had about a 20-minute battle with them last night, literally probably about this time actually last night. I love it, as you can tell, guys. I don't talk much about games I'm playing, but I'm absolutely loving Red Dead Redemption 2. So if you've never played it, like I've never played one in the game series, you've got to try it. You've got to do yourself a favour and give it a go. It's on the Game Pass at the moment, and I'm dead impressed with it. The Xbox has been absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed it, and I can't thank Dale enough for his kind donation again. So anyway, guys, that's it. That's all the pickups, and that's a real catch-up. Like I said, most of them were donations, but they're going to go into the collection that Sam and I have got, because to be honest, I've picked all this stuff up previous to this stuff, but it's ours, and obviously Ruth, and we'll play it down the line as well. So yeah, really happy to have this stuff in. I had a quick count up on my PlayStation games I've got. I've actually got a pretty decent collection now. I've only got about 70 games, but these 70 games are games that I play, got memories of. They're not just games like Final Fantasies. I don't play Final Fantasy. I've never really enjoyed that sort of game. So yeah, I'm really happy to have. I've really got a good collection now of PlayStation 1 games that I play. I'll be doing another video in a few days' time, but to put it up in a few weeks, about where my collection's going. So I've got to obviously coming to the end of the Mega Drive stuff now. I've only got about 4 games left I want to get for that. There's some new systems that I want to start buying for. Really want to get into some different systems. And on the back of the Xbox One, I mean, you know, I'm really up for trying new systems and just opening up to new avenues really on different game styles. So anyway, guys, I've gone on long enough. Like I said, I hope you've used your jump cuts during this video. If not, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed making this one actually, because now I can put this stuff away. So, but anyway, guys, until my next video, which will be my gaming top trumps with Rob, with my hideous Chandler-esque haircut, which you'll see no doubt as soon as you look at it. I'll see you next time. So thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.